This is the Songbird Raw Creations. As you can see, I'm definitely in heaven right now. Okay, right here, I have one computer and another computer. So on this computer, I can do work. And then as my 3D creations become too much for the computer and I have to shut it down, let it cool, and then go back and delete some things, which I really hate deleting things, but I have to delete some things so that I can make room for new things. And then I have to shut it down, let it cool down again a little bit, you know. And at the same time, you see, I can watch my movie in between. I do have to shut it, put it on pause like it is now when I get an idea. Okay, so now I'll wait. So that way I don't have to back it up because, it seems like when you back it up, it kind of messes up the movie. Okay, the sync, the in-sync part, it just gets a little too slow. I don't feel like rebooting and all that when I could just, take it off pause. We can't even leave it on pause too long now. The internet is, start buffering. So on here, I was loading some photos from my phone onto this computer. And what happened was, as I was checking, it says, on this day, every day when I load photos onto my computer, it will at the top something comes up, a category called on this day. On this day, last year, the year before, 2 years before, whenever. But on this day, date and month, it'll show you photos from whenever on this day, So basically, this is what I found. I found some little short films that I made before I had a channel while I was still in school. In 2015, I was still in school. That was before the accident and after the accident. This one, according to what I'm talking about, is weeks, just barely weeks after the accident. Less than 2 months. And the things that I'm talking about, I don't even remember. That was one of the problems from the accident, short-term memory impairment. I read it on the medical paper that I got in the mail that I sent for on my own so that I could know all of it, the medical. And it's a good thing, when you make movies. And my father, he's come around making movies all the time since I first met him. And I was like, oh, whatever, like my kids do now. It's a good thing. 'Cause you never know, I had sustained brain damage from that accident. It's a good thing I was already smart, not to brag, because I'm not bragging. I'm just stating a fact that many tests have proved, and the way they treated me when I was in college or any time I was in school, and they wanted to take me to the office all of a sudden after a few weeks and make me take special tests. And they were so excited about it. There's always a freak. I won't call him a freak. I'm the freak, but like a scientific one, that they're so interested in. They're like, well, she's excelling that way, so let's see how much more she can. So they'll take you in a booth and make sure it's quiet, because I like it kind of quiet. I don't like disruptions, and I don't like my order to be disturbed. And so basically, but this is great right here. Now, if someone was here right now, see, I'm getting off the subject. If someone was here right now, anyone, my kids, anybody, they would say, why do you have this on? Okay, I'm exporting this one. I'm taking little clips from the big one, all those that I picked out that I found from on this day. Okay, some I left behind. There's so many, but and so I'm able to take parts, as you can see at the bottom, what I want from the top, and export as one small movie, and I'll put special effects later. I already did one. So one was playing in the background. I could hear it playing when it was done exporting. And then I started this one. See, now this one's done. and now I can do this.
I just got home from the meeting. I had to go
now I can do this.
Meeting directly after I
and start over. See, watch.
He asked me the most ridiculous question.
Keep that one.
He asked me,
so I just put that one up. So I'm
and I say to him,
it says delete, but it's really not going in the trash. It's going back.
You know, so he gets really upset.
And now I'm going to put this one here.
Smart with me. You know, not my lawyer, her lawyer.
Okay.
I said basically because he says, you know, because he had already been grilling me and trying to
export
see
it.
if I just purposely
put some
jumped out
background
in front of the truck. Who does that? Nobody would do that.
I want to export this.
Nobody would do anything
so
like
that.
I wouldn't care. I've seen schizophrenics walking down the street.
I can put special effects on it later.
In front of us.
You know, one at a time. I'm going to title them so that I know what it is first.
Which way did she come from? Of course,
and I love this. Look how great this is.
I know I got it on the right side.
I really didn't like it at first, but as you can see, it's the keyboard, right? For typing. For typing on the computer. And typing, so it's right here in front of my face, and I don't have to. I can just pull it right over into my lap if I want. I like that. I can't get it in the light. Actually, there's no real lighting here. There's one downfall, but it's okay. But yeah, you can see it now. I can put it wherever I want. See?
How many accidents have I been in?
Sure, it's lined up. Okay.
Before
see, watch. And I can do that from here. That is great.
That I haven't received treatment before.
It's really great.
That I'm having.
Okay. And now, so in my mind, wait, let me title this first. This is called Heaven on Earth. Heaven on planet Earth.
He didn't want to read through all those hundreds of papers, I guess. Huh?
Let me see.
You know,
title. Let me look at it. Oh, I just put it away. Okay. Oh, this title for this one is.
I've been to the emergency room times, but never for any kind of problem that I'm having right now. The record speaks for itself. And
part 2.
He's very upset about it. You know, and in turn, he's
that's
trying
why I'm
to
still fat after the accident, even though I still couldn't eat solid foods yet.
So that which I did get out of order a couple
but either way, let me export this one.
The purpose was to show if I was lying or not, then I would slip up. And you know, when you ask somebody a question a few times over, and they give you the same answer, they might not use the exact same words, but they
I love this. See, now I'm exporting a third one. While I'm listening to the other one to make sure it came out right, which is fine. I don't listen to it in there until after I put the special effects on it. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, that's called Heaven right there. I got my movie.
And
I can see what I'm going to do over here. Yes. I love this. Yes. Oh, dang, that one's done real quick. That must be a seconds.
Ramona,
seconds
who I slept in the same bed with, grew up with.
This is Songbird Raw Creations. And heaven must be like this. It must be like this. Yeah. Some place where I can do so much work. Look, so now I'm signed in on this computer also. So it turns out I have 4 channels. Because when I signed in on this computer, 2 other channels popped up, and there's 1 already on here, so that's 3. 1 here. So, okay. So basically now I'm really in heaven because, see, on my original channel is the only channel I could put real short films longer than 15 minutes on, really certified to do different things that I can't do on the other small channels that I made at times when either I lost my phone or broke the phone or had a really hard time because of security, just simply transferring my information from one phone to another. Like, this is real sensitive, they're part, because they're not just protecting me, they're protecting their business. So, they're not just gonna let me just take my little chip out and put it in another phone so easily without a whole lot of security going on. And does not just take a minute, it takes days, weeks. This time it took more than a month. And that's fine. I mean, hey, I wasn't fine with it at first, but I have no choice because I know what I want to keep it. So when I got too bored, what happens is, and then I'll make a new channel. Even if I don't have minutes on my phone because of the security thing and I just can't just do a little transfer. So I just love to create so much that I have to see, and both of my parents are creators, of natural. They just have it natural. It's just something that you just have to do, not something you want to learn to do. That's fine. Something that you gotta be taught. It's just inside. It's just like something inside of you just pulls you and actually forces you into it. Because if you don't follow what you're feeling, and you're just miserable, and you're gonna make everyone else miserable. Everyone around you, even though you're trying not to. Okay, because you just can't be internally satisfied when you are a natural creator. And here it is, so I'm really happy. This is, heaven must be like this. It must be like this. Yeah. So I made a film, a little short film with clips that I found from way back 2014, 2015, and they're not on YouTube. As far as I know, because I didn't have a channel, I just had a native page, because I can tell because of the things I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, so I'll put them all together. Not all of them, there's so many more. Okay, so I could put the long ones that are longer than 15, those are called short films again, on the original channel, and the short ones on the new channel. That new channel got over 1,000 views in 10 days. So I'm not going to abandon it. That's for sure. I'll just put 3-minute clips, and you can't put more than 15 minutes on a new channel, but that's fine. I have a lot. And over here, now over here, before I shut the computer down, so it can cool off and everything, and do what it had to do. So now I can upload a short film I made earlier. And as soon as I remember the title, it was A Sweet Treat. A Sweet Treat. This is great. I mean, this is just so great. Open it up and upload it to the big channel. The big channel signed in over here. That's why I was going crazy. I couldn't sign in the big channel on this computer, the new computer, because I still needed that phone. Verification, security. I was so serious about that, and I couldn't. There was nothing I could do. I tried everything. Took the phones to the store, brand new in the box, 4 different ones. They could do nothing. They were all defective every time. So that speaks to me as that was the creator causing me to not be able to have a real communication at home. But any phone I bought, even though I took it back to the store a couple of days later, it would still do pictures and films, and I uploaded them, and I could never stop doing that. That's just who I am. And I didn't know that's who I was. I know I create, but it's the short film thing. It's creation. It comes in all forms, and it only advances, as time goes on, or it decreases and disappears, Peace, love, and light. Heaven, I'm in heaven. Yes, sir. Here we go. Trying to get back to work. I'm so happy. Heaven, Heaven must be like this. It must be like this. What's really sad is that most people, 90%, their first question is, where's the money? You see, because money rules them. Yes, I do really good work, and I'm worth it. But, and I'm getting my praises, and I don't have to tell all my business. But here's the thing. There's something inside that happens when you're a creator. You know, when you have a job that, you know, some will say I'm talking mess now. I'm sorry if you feel that way. Please try to think on a higher level. Okay? But if you have something inside of you and it's not really something I can put into words, you have to feel it to know that money can't replace it. And money can't buy that. Money does not buy fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment. Okay? A lot of things come from inside, you know, confidence, you know, gift for gab, and you know, different abilities that are physical on this level of this planet. And then there are higher levels, much, much higher levels that involve art. That comes from within art. You see? And money can't buy that. And actually a lot of people go to school to try to learn about the arts. And they could do all right, but it's not the same, you know, because they're doing it for the money. Yes, I need money. But it's a difference between using money for what you need and like loving it so much that you would learn how to do something for the hourly rate, and go to school and learn about it for the hourly rate. Not a bad thing, I'm saying, but to strictly do it just for the money is not fulfilling. In the end, you know, the point is, it's not about the difference between me and someone else. It's the difference is about, I'm just laughing a little bit. It's funny to me when someone sees what I'm writing about and what I'm so happy about and what I see as heaven. A lot of people are going to say, well, how much money is she making? Because that's the only thing they know about. They don't know about the spiritual part. You can't buy that with money. And, you know, there's really no more words. And I don't want to waste my film. I'm sorry. I mean, I apologize. I'm not sorry. Because, you know, there's no way to explain something that you have to feel. Peace, love, and light. This is the Songbird. I'm cooking. I'm thinking about that video I just made, the short film, saying how much in heaven I am about having two computers to work on now. And I was thinking about how it came to my mind. I wasn't thinking about it. It just came into my head. It's, you know, like a little, as I was preparing these ribs here. And I've been soaking in it, you know, in the fridge for past 7 hours with garlic, onion powder, vinegar, and cayenne pepper. Drip. Here. I think it's better on the rack because then, see, because I didn't peel off all the fat like my grandma used to do, my mom, whatever. It's a lot of work. So, I mean, I soaked it, I washed it, soaked it, and the vinegar kills the poison in the meat, the fat, you know, whatever, the pork. So I figured I have to put it on a rack because there's going to be some grease dripping out of that, natural grease dripping out of that pork fat. this right here on top of the pan, because if I would have left it in the pan and it would just be absorbing all that oil, you can't really taste the flavors, just taste the oil. It's disgusting. Make sure it's lined up good. I don't want it leaking past that little pan. I don't want it. I need to straighten it back in there. In this case, it better be lined up real good. Lined up really good. That pan. So you want the grease dripping down from the fat into the air fryer, because I mean, it's not going to be a good thing. When I start a fire, even I wouldn't know that. Hopefully it's lined up. It looks to be really on point. So we trust that. Okay, I think it's fine. It's not fine because I know that. So I was thinking about the video I made, the short film, saying how heaven must be like this. Have two computers to work on and then have a third one in the background playing while one's exporting and doing work on the other one. And saying how the first thing people are going to say is, "Where's your money?" They're going to be like, "She ain't got no money. She ain't got no money. She ain't got no money." That's what let's see where I want to put it. I don't want to put this on boil because boil is broil. Let's see what that goes. Cause see, I want that fat. I want that fat on the meat to dissipate kind of fast, melt down really quick. That's foreign and really didn't read the book yet, but she ain't got no money. She ain't got no money. I got more than money. That's the thing. What I have is worth way more than money. Way much more. She ain't got no money. You never know what a person has. My aunt taught me, my father's sister. We went to go sing somewhere. We were going to get paid that day, and we did get, and she says, and I had this extravagant, oh my God, it was so, this dress, I had beads everywhere, $300, My aunt says, no. I need to go dress like that because, and she said, we're not right there, where we're going to sing, it's not there. It was like that. And I felt like that from inside. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I could be standing next to the trash can, and I have to be true to what's inside of me as far as what I'm dressing like. At that moment, it's not to impress anyone. It's to be, when I dress, it's how I feel on the inside. And if I'm dressed up and I have nowhere to go, I must be feeling really great, really grand. When I go singing, I feel like that. I could go to the library and feel the same way. I will dress up to go to the library, not a $200 dress or nothing like that, but my aunt's like, just put on some jeans. I'm like, no. I
might put on some jeans, but I might have on a $80 sweater that looks like, you know, something. It's not on purpose. It just appears that every time I pick something out, and before I see the price, and I've discovered that my taste is very expensive. Clothes, furniture, whatever it is. Very, very, very expensive. Not on purpose. That's what's inside of me. That's what's inside of me. I don't know anybody else. But then there was a criminal I was friends with. I didn't know he was a criminal. Well, when I say friends, I don't mean like we hung out. I got to know his habits. That's the thing, you know, about the word friends, you know. People don't understand. That's a very serious word. So anyhow, what I mean is that, you know, you run into the person at the store, or they might even stop by, say hello, whatever, on your break from lunch. This was years and years and years ago. Years ago. I see smoke coming on the edge. Or is that the heat? Waves? Still, we'll find out in a minute. We're gonna see what it goes. I better stay in here because I don't know what it'll do. So I have to stay in this kitchen so I can know. So basically, the criminal friend that I met, male, female, I met a few, and thought that there's smoke. That must be from the water can steaming up. What I found out was when I put on my diamond rings and that I bought, whatever, and I wanted to go, we were just coming to Springfield. I lived in Westfield to go get some hair products and whatever. So what I found out was that they told me to my face. I mean, I had 3 diamond rings on. You know, I love the one that one was bought for me. And then there was another one that was bought for me. They were all 3 were bought for me. But either way, I just I put them on to wear them. And one I bought for myself, it had my birthstone. It had 2 diamonds and a gold in the middle for Scorpio. And so I got dressed. I had my my fur coat. Of course, it wasn't real because I don't believe in killing animals for what I want. But it was fox fur, whatever, not real fox, and it was beautiful. And I had on, well, people who know me know how I dress when I have that feeling. And so I'm like, okay, we're going to Springfield. I'm going to get me some hair products. They were giving me a ride. And they said to me not to wear that into town. And I'm like, but why? This is who I am and this is how I want to dress. We're only going to the hair store. You only want to go to the hair store, the package store, the grocery store, the square. So why do you need to dress like that? Because that's who I am. Because that's who I am, and that's what made me feel good. And basically, I stay in the house 90%. So I'm not gonna just put on a pair of jeans and a raggedy shirt every time I go outside. When I barely go outside, unless it's business. And I do business in the house on the computer, as you can see. So here's the thing, getting back to the subject of she ain't got no money. Is what people call saying it. Now she got 2 computers to make all these short films she ain't getting paid for. Where's the money? She ain't got no money. She ain't got no money. See, my aunt taught me, and my friends who were criminals, they're my friends. I mean, I don't hang out with them. I don't do what they do. That's not what I mean. I mean, we click and we connect, but we are opposite. And I don't do what they do, so I don't hang out with them. Eventually, they drop off and they don't come by much because they don't do what you do. But they love you and you love them. Point is, they taught me, don't wear that to, I'm not gonna say to the hood, don't wear it to, really can't wear those kind of things different places just because you make yourself a victim and somebody will rob you or try to follow you and rob to the bathroom. I don't go to public bathrooms, so I don't have that problem. I try not. And when I did go to the public bathroom at the Raleigh bus station, they did steal my phone. These things are true, and I wasn't even dressed up. But I did put something glittery on. My mask had crystals. My mask, it has crystals on it, real crystals, because I don't want to wear a mask. And if I'm gonna wear a mask, it's gonna be glittery or crystally, or that's who I am. Whoever cares about me, they should just get used to it. And I'm not gonna worry about getting robbed just because the bottom line is she ain't got no money. You don't know if she got money. Just because she ain't dressed up don't mean she ain't got no money. That's what you're trying to betray, is that if you dress poor, no one will ever know you have any money. Is that real? Most of the time, it's probably real, because I took a cab from Springfield to Westfield in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and the taxi driver called the police on me and wouldn't let me get out the car and go upstairs to get the money. But when I wore a $100 silk dress that my mom bought for me, there's the root right there. My mom, she always dressed me up. As far as I can remember, when I couldn't even talk, but I remember that I couldn't talk yet. And I remember that I was very short, because it looked like all I could see was legs all around me, so I knew I was short, small, and I couldn't talk. But I could see, I have eyes. And in my memory, my mother had me dressed up in fur coats with the little thing that goes on your hands right there. I remember her shoving my hands, both of them, in this little round fur. I still don't know what you call it. You stick your hands in it. It keeps you warm. And she made me keep my hands like this. She's made me do that. Stand straight up and put your hands and just be still, keep warm. And I had cuffs, nice, warm, thick fur cuffs, and I stuck my hand on my coat, and I stuck my hand inside the little round thing and stuck my hands right in there. I'm getting one of those this winter. I was dressed to the T. Okay. My mother had me. She was a young girl. She was a teenager. And I don't know how she did it. But she did that. And she had me everywhere we went before I could talk. I don't care if it was the grocery store. She made sure. What? First to take a bath, and then she had the clothes laid out. She'd be like, your clothes are right there. You ain't wearing that. So anyone who came along late in my life and does it and thinks that I'm just dressing up for just a show off, need to understand, it's not about showing off. It's part of me. It's what I was taught before I could speak. I wasn't walking that good, because I remember I had no problem being still like she told me to, because every time I moved, I tripped over my feet. In the beginning, I remember. So I got used to dressing like that. When I was about 8 or 9 or 10, and I used to bother her about it and get on her nerves about it, and I was bothered about it. I didn't want to dress like that anymore, and I just wanted I just want to put on a pair of pants like the boys and go do real stuff. You know, putting on that dress in it with those pretty, not just a dress. And I said dressy, expensive, very expensive, real materials. Like, that's just how she was, and still is. And me, you can see by my arms, I'm older, but I mean, on that airplane, my arms look like God knows what, and my face and everything, because I was dehydrated. I was almost dead. I almost died. You could see it in my skin. Right now, you can see something else happen. You see my arms, and I'm older, and you see the muscle. I don't, you know, I've always been healthy, and I like to look. I'm just used to wearing those kind of clothes, and I just, you know, I wanted to wear pants at age 9 and 10. And then my mother comes to get me when I'm 22, and what does she have when she comes? A dress, an expensive dress, a classy dress, a dress that came below the knees, not above the knees, nothing sleazy. A dress with gold buttons. I'll never forget it. Gold buttons, a winter white dress. And I was the dummy that let my friend, she begged me to use it, and then we don't even want to talk about that. It was winter white. And you know, I was 22. My mother came to get me. She came to Westfield, somebody's funeral. It was my first funeral since I was 4. I was 9 or 15, 4, 15, and then 22. She dressed me up, and I was a grown woman. When my brother got married, my mother dressed me again. I was 40. And she didn't know I had elegant clothes at home. The same kind of clothes that she taught me to wear. She wasn't aware of it. But she's like, go to the store, take your sister. High demand, high maintenance, whatever people call it, whatever they want, I call it class. So anyone who doesn't know me or thought they knew me, remember that. She ain't got no money. She ain't got no money because she paid $200 for that skirt set. You never know what someone has. You shouldn't judge a book by the cover. I mean, we've been told that through centuries. People still do it, of course. She ain't got no money. Whatever money I get is going to be all spent on more equipment. More equipment. Okay, it's browning. Oh, it's not brown up there. See that one little drip right there. One drip causes a problem. I'm just going to let it do its thing because I see it's doing it well. Ooh, my arms look good compared to on that airplane. You seen that airplane? You seen my picture on the airplane? My arms were hanging like, good God, look at how it's filled up really good now. Good. Very good, very good. I'm eating the right food, and I'm drinking the right stuff. Matter of fact, where my strawberry milk at? This is the songbird. Full of happiness. I have so much happiness inside of me now, and I need to share it as much as possible. And I'm just so grateful. Again, I'll never stop testifying it. That doctor says my head is cut off, the full pelvic twist ripped me apart, and my left leg is torn off. Now, tonight I was looking at a back video, short film clip, and it shows I'm saying that I had permanent nerve damage on my left side, and I forgot about that. So see, that's what's good about videos. You can look back. Especially, I was in an accident and I came down on the video. I'm saying, I think I was 2 or 3 feet above the light pole. It was bigger than that. I was a lot higher than 2 or 3 feet above that light pole. See, that shows the brain damage because I know at 2 or 3 feet in it, I was so high up, the light pole looked like a toy. The cars underneath me looked like toys. I told someone that, and they thought I was straight lying. That's how much they believe in God. God made the moon and the stars, so how is that not possible? To be saved from, hello? Time to wake up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. She ain't got no money. Not for sharing. I'm only going to share with the little children, like soup kitchen situations or, charity events. So I'm like, something that's important. Nieces, nephews, stuff like that. But as far as just sharing my money, giving it away and all that good stuff, like I was, how much money I have given away? I have given away enough money to buy 3 apartment blocks. Yeah. But those days are over. And the only thing I'm sharing now is with children that are poor and really just suffering, or, or grown people like the lady that walks down the street and her man died in the apartment building where they were sleeping in an abandoned building. I felt, she doesn't come to my door every day, so that's not going to break me. I run into her, that means a sandwich or whatever. It doesn't have nothing to do with money. She ain't got no money. You never know what someone has. And truly, why would I advertise how much money I have unless we're mates? And nowadays, even a mate wouldn't believe it. She ain't got no money. That's good. Keep believing that. That's very good. Good, better for me. God bless. Let me see what this is doing. I think I should flip this over. Flip it over. Flip it over. Let's flip it over. Alrighty. I need my fork. Where did I put it? How can you lose a whole fork? Hello? Hello. Where is my fork? You ain't got no money. You ain't got no money. So you thought she didn't have no money. You never know what anybody has. That's the thing. They're judging people. And even if they do or they don't. And why, if I say heaven is making videos, why would anybody even ask me about the money? Why is that important? They ain't getting none of it. They got their own money. They have their own job. The only difference is that my job is creative. My job has more to offer for me, in my mind, because it's creation. It relieves the stress and everything. Don't eat it. Oh, I forgot it's not even cooked. I can't do that. It's set. So I'm just going to be on this side. Ooh, it's got grape marks on it. Grape. Y'all know what I mean. Get in there. I don't want you to splash. No splashing allowed. She ain't got no money. Never know what somebody has. It should be the first question. If I want to volunteer and say, yeah, I got $1 million check, and even when I do it, I'll be still staying right in here. I would have me a house, a big, beautiful house, and still keep this apartment. Still keep this little tiny apartment. You know what? For working, for inspiration. To be right in the neighborhood where people I know, the people that greeted me when I came home, these people greeted me before I left the anyway, because damn, half of them, when I got back, they were all at my door with gifts and love and hugs and isn't that something? They're like, we missed you. We were worried. We missed you. Oh my God, you came back. Oh my God. Like, we were family here. Isn't that sweet? So sweet, huh? Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Doesn't mean I hang out with anybody. I don't hang out with anyone. That's not my thing. Everybody knows that about me around here. Look at my arms. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Much better from that. From the plane. Good God, they were just, the skin was hanging off me so bad. Look at my face. Even my face was elongated and it was horrifying. I saw the photos. Oh my God. Ooh. I think that was 90% of that is because I almost died. I mean, you see the photos. I really look like I was already in the crypt. Look at my face now. It's fat and round. Looks nothing like it did when I got home. My skin ain't hanging out my arms. Look at it. Yes, sir. Look at that. Muscle all day. Because I eat the right food. And, oh yeah, where's my milk? I'm so happy because I know making a difference. That's what I was born to do, make a difference. The only thing I noticed is that ever since I got hit by the truck, the light follows me. You know, like when you watch Ghost, you know, you watch that movie called Ghost and the light came for him. He kept ignoring the light. But the only thing is he actually stayed out of his body and they buried his body. So it's like, the doctor says 7 x-rays and 7 CAT scans shows that I am dead. I believe in the Creator. There's a sun, a moon. Who can make it? Can you? Can you make that? Are you one of those judgmental people that's gonna say, she just on here to get attention? Who's gonna say all these things I'm saying and get attention? You better think twice. Especially if you claim to believe in the Creator. In God, all things are possible. No matter where I'm at, the light follows me. And you can clearly see it's not just the light in the room. And the more happier I get, the brighter this light is getting. And I know it was on borrowed time when the 7 doctors that checked me, 5 of them were very afraid to get anywhere near me. They stood in the doorway they were the same doctors that helped put me back together or whatever they did, unscramble stuff. After looking at those x-rays and the CAT scans, they stood so far away from me. Just kept pointing at me, talking like, you're dead, you're supposed to be dead. I believe them. I know it's real. I was there in the sky. I don't care who doesn't believe it. That's up to them to deal with God on what they believe. Might as well look up and say, those stars ain't real. People made those lights and put them up there so we can have light. Might as well start saying that then. But that's up to them. That's not up to me. I'm not saying these things to convince anyone. Mostly I keep saying it because I can't stop saying it. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. Part of it is because I know I'm on borrowed time. That's proof that I'm on borrowed time. I wanted to experience something that I had never experienced before. After they told me. And that's why I didn't remember all those things that I said in the old video before I met the mate. Because once I met the mate, which was my dream, I had dreamt about it before the accident. And I knew it had to happen. It was destiny. it was my turn to learn about things that I refused to cooperate as a teenage girl, as a woman. Independence is my name, and love was never my game. Man. Before my time, if it was my time, on borrowed time. So I spent a lot of time trying to cram all the years that I ran from it into just a small frame, and it caused a lot of confusion and tension. But now my mind is clear and I'm alone because he had a different destiny. And I'm not mad and I'm not sad. And I'm on borrowed time. And I'm grateful that I made it through to get that opportunity to do what I asked God, that last thing I wanted to experience. I don't know if it's over. I'm not having to think about that. I have to really think about how many impressions, not for my ego, how many humans I can reach out to before my last. I don't want nobody to think I'm being morbid. I'm grateful and I'm blessed. And I want to do more important things. I've done many things that were great, that didn't pay me a lot of money. She ain't got no money. I made investments that made me lots of money. I want my charity. I've done charity too. So now that my selfish time is over, and that's why I don't want to get into that. See, I don't want to put myself first right now. I love myself. I love myself. That's why you see me eating the right foods, drinking the right things. That's why you see my muscles have come back. I can't put my arm around that. See, look at that. See that side view? Nice. Nice. At my age? What? Yeah. Who? Oh yeah, I love all of me and all this brain I got. This I got brain damage, but I'm good. I became more creative. And it's good, and I'm going to use every second of my creativity. And it's not all mine, because the one that made the moon and the stars is the one that I'm always in all these galaxies. I'll be like, while I'm working, I'll be like, I have an idea. Sometimes I have more than one idea, and that's why it's like heaven for me that I have two computers now. I can just do like both at once, among other things. Look at my face, got nice and fat. Yeah, nice and hydrated. Yeah. So, and vitamin filled. Not eating no frozen foods. I bought a box of frozen chicken the other day. I spent $16 and didn't even eat it because I tasted it and I was like, I never really went to touch my tongue. Immediately my body had a reaction. And I did. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I took a bite. Then I felt really tired, kind of quick, like drained out, like in a bad way. Isn't that good for you? Isn't that? It's the good kind too. But see, it's already been frozen, so therefore it's no good anymore. I ate some okra tonight. That was frozen, but I don't know, it's a difference. God only knows. Maybe they had that chicken in the store for 3 weeks. Who knows? I don't know. And how long it was from the store where they got it from. Who knows? I did look at the dates. And you know, they have any preservatives in that one. But it still had been frozen too long. I knew when I slid it out in the box anyway, because you could tell it looked. Let me see what I'm going to use for barbecue sauce. So I just found out, I was reading the YouTube, reading my channel, my analytics, and I see that short films really don't get paid for watch hour times. Pick the pepper. Watch hours. So basically, longer films. You know, right now it says I have 92 watch hours. So I'm gonna talk to the community experts tomorrow, because what they mean brain damage is like, it's just a little reading comprehension thing going on, or just words are kind of hard to, like, I know the meaning of the word, the definitions, but if you put them together, then I get confused. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I'm gonna say it because then I'm not worried about nobody coming over taking advantage or anything like that, because I have a strong spirit in them, and I have God. Most of all, I just be like, God, can you just protect me, because maybe my mind might trick me, or somebody might try to trick me today. I'm not ashamed to say it. Doesn't mean that when I'm saying that I'm up in the sky and I don't remember, like it's not real, like it didn't. Yeah, it happened. You don't have to believe it. You know, that light just follows me everywhere I go. Now, in the last 2 years, when the accident was 2015, maybe it was happening before the last 2 years and I didn't know, and maybe I just didn't notice it because I was too busy trying to learn how to do the thing that I had never done. Craziness. The truth will set us all free. I like it. And so very gratified to the Creator. And I'm so gratified. I have a few lot of things to do, I think. But that light is brighter, gets brighter. I like it. The only time it goes dim is when I start thinking about earthly pleasures. Even for a second, it'll just dim out. And as soon as I start thinking with the spirit again, my spirit gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And then like that. Now, okay. Now I'm seeing, do I want teriyaki or see, I make my barbecue sauce with ketchup, mustard, what is it, brown sugar or white sugar, Not a lot. You gotta taste it. You gotta put a little bit of each thing at a time because it has to be on your terms for your tongue. You know, you just dab it, then you put a little bit more, depending on what you like in your mouth. You know, some people cook it. Sometimes you don't. You know, you just mix it, you taste it, like you said, and then you. Oh, shoot, look at it. Yep, it's doing just what I said. It's dripping. I see it dripping down into the pan. Let me make sure the pan is full. Oh. Put it a little bit. I don't know. I can't use the. I don't think I should use the juice for the barbecue sauce because then it would be too greasy. I think I'm just gonna do a little teriyaki. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Let us see. I couldn't leave the kitchen because I definitely. Oh, I should have. Oh no way. That's beautiful. This is my first time doing this. Oh, that is nice. Look at that. Yeah, that looks good right there. Right now, I got a little cayenne pepper on it. A little cayenne, a little garlic. Rub it in. Fresh garlic, of course. Looks like it's cooking more in the back, so I think I'm gonna flip it around, turn it around, look at it. Not too much because I don't want it to be overpowered because I already have some, like I said, some more seasoning on there. I don't want that seasoning to be like too much, you know. I don't want it to taste like all seasoning and not enough meat, you know. This one, that. Teriyaki sauce on this thing. Yeah. That looks good right there. You know, in the old days when they used to cook over the fireplace, and even in this day, I don't know, think about it. If I had some very good. Oh, don't get me going. This is a thin part. Let's see if I can do that like that. Yes, sir. We're gonna find out right now. Oh, yes. Yummy. Oh, you just don't know you. Oh, every bite is like more flavor, like the garlic, pepper. I taste it. Oh, onion. Vinegar. Oh, that's what happened when you. My mouth is happy right now. Oh my God, my mouth is so happy. I don't think that's gonna be in there too long. I'm glad I turned it around. Go. It's on broil, not on air fry. Oh my God. Oh, every chew is like, oh, another flavor there. ingredient. Oh, and then at the tip of the part, they turn just a little black. Like, it's not black, but it's just dark brown. Oh, it's just like it was on the grill. Oh my God, this is an explosion of, see? Oh, you have no idea. Oh, this is delicious, and I didn't have to take all day to make it. See how long this has been going? It's 24 minutes. That would take hours in the oven for me to make it. Take like, at least 2 hours. This is picking my teeth and everything. I don't care. There's a lot of films with me with food in my teeth, peanut butter on my mouth and my teeth, whatever, chocolate, it don't matter. Spinach. You want to be human or you want to be fake? It's up to you. Oh, look at it. It's just sizzling. And, let me see if I can make the camera look at that. Look at it. Let's see if it shows it. And that thing is hot, and I don't want my camera to get hot. Oh my God. You can see that. I don't know if you can see that bubbling going on in there. You talking about good. This is so good. If I could just shut up about it, I would. But it's just that good. Look at that. Oh, look at that teriyaki sauce bubbling up on there. Put just a little bit more teriyaki on there. Just a little bit. Yeah. I want my camera to get hot. Look at that. Oh, goodness gracious. All that goodness. Yes. Yes. Peace, love, and light.